There's no opportunity like now. We are the manager of the German side, Gladbach, fighting for our first title. Me and Thomas Muller enter the second half of this season in this journeyman save, where there's real potential to win our first major honour. Yes, people, we've won the Franz Beckenbauer, we've won the DFB Pokal, and this is the first video I'm recording since the semi-final. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I've gone black and white for Grimsby and for Gladbach, getting my head back on club football as second. That is in the Champions League spots and second in the Bundesliga also. Ended the last episode with a bad defeat to Bayern Munich. And more so this man that tore us to shreds. Jamal Musiala, we don't have a player of his quality, but we do have quality players. Exhibit A, Kevin Schade. Kai Havertz has been really good. Gio Reyna since he moved to the left-hand side. And our 60+ million Wesley, who's been brilliant. Wael Moya could step it up a little bit this season. He's got the in-game face. Rocco Wright is doing okay. Aaron Zenter. We are going to be pushing with the change of Alexandra Weisinger over to the left-hand side and potentially playing in the Champions League, as I am going to change this team up. We currently sat second in the league phase, but ultimately I want to win the Bundesliga. And hang about, didn't we make it to that Bayern game and play it? Why's the squad file not gone right? Okay, I'm going to have to simulate for you a few games. I don't know why this game's not saved last time I was on it. There we go, I'm all simmed up and caught up. Apologies about that. We've replicated every result we got in the last save. The last save wasn't working because of an update. But then we've got the mods working. Again, a huge shout out to Beta 10 Mods for giving us this Ultra Mod 3.0 to go with. It has really helped, and apologies for not keeping up right there, but I'm not going to apologise for 72 million in our budget after our goalkeeper went. And obviously, this man helped us get a new keeper. Thomas, what do we do? Right, I think we are going to have a bit of a struggle. Obviously doing really well in the league, but the Champions League we've gone through in, so juggling this squad, we're going to need more reinforcements here. And he says he agrees. But he says our first team is quality, and from what he can experience, it's not experience now that gets us over the line. Kai Havertz was probably enough. Bayer's return and Ter Stegen. It's quality like Harry Kane and Elise that got Bayern Munich the title after their season off with Leverkusen. What are you saying, Thomas? Do we break the bank again? He says no, be a bit more reserved, but I would say 2 players of real quality to rotate in this side, and potentially starting centre-back. After we have plenty at the club already, we've got options we can get out. And on that, I can agree. I think I will keep Nicholas Swider at the club, but I haven't been looking at offers. Fabio Chiarodia, he isn't going to leave on a free because I've signed him up to a deal, but if we can sell him, that is one position to make money, but the only bid we've got for cash is Nathan Wood, giving us no real time approaching deadline day to actually go and try and sell Chiarodia, meaning this man goes out, we've got plenty of money, but for only one day. As yes, people, deadline day is a monster, so our budget should be around 75 million. I've signed up a few contract deals. We need loyalty going into the end of this season. The only player that will be leaving us is Tim Kleinheist, who I would love to go out on a trophy. As the media say, well, he's done an interview himself, and he says this is his dream with Mönchengladbach, and he says he backs us as a manager. And you know what? That comment doesn't go unnoticed because I obviously know I haven't played him the most. His loyalty's really nice to hear. We need a backup probably of this level, and we have gone with decent strikers in Schade and Havertz. But Mihaljo Knevkovic, I mean, we only need to win a title, then duck out of this country, but his team is in 10th position. We are clear of them, and he wouldn't be as expensive as Wesley. He's a brilliant option instead of Kleinheist, who will be staying at the club. 42 million, 59, right. That takes us off a new signing, so I'm going to reject that. I want 2 players, centre-back and striker backup. And I do like the idea of still exploring in the Bundesliga. These teams down here that are struggling, they should have some decent players when we are actually there. And now I have gone with a different approach. Now I did just reject a bid for a big striker, but I think centre-backs Markey and Leopold Querfeld, Union aren't doing the best in this division, and this man won't be as expensive as the man we just tried to sign up front because defenders are usually cheaper. 41 million still a lot, and I feel it's acceptable when you're trying to win a title. So from Paderborn, he is versatile. Kennedy Okpala. He's going to be our next defender. Yes, we're going to recover quickly. I don't have another cam to replace Moya, but the man is special. Plus, Havertz and Gio Reyna can change into that position if they need, because we've got Malanga who can go out wide. Now Nathan Fernandez and Okpala as backup strikers. Oh boy, as well. In this title running, we have Cologne up next. And we still have the Champions League, which hopefully we've gone through in, to be announced. I'm going to check after this game. Again, that's not going to be the major aim, but I would love to see how we've done in it. Now, that is asking a lot of Gio Reyna. Come on, lads, we're better than that. And they're better than us with the passing through the line. Minor, a big save by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. The old man still got it. We didn't get him a decent backup. We are sticking with Miranda, who, to be fair, is decent, but for the level we're at, we could even do better. And this is a decent run down this side. Gio Reyna towards Kai Havertz. Martial with the header away. And I've received a few comments talking about Jim O'Brien. I know his first name's Jake, but Big Jim just has a ring to it. And yeah, I just think it's the nickname we've kind of stuck with him. Just a false name, but a nickname. As Moya, he still seems knackered. He'll have to come off in this game at some point. But look at the dribbling he's got down on lock. Kevin Schade, Derby Day. What an assist from YL. Just before half-time, Kevin Schade, one of the strikers we brought in at the start of the season. We have signed strikers a lot. You can see why. Brilliant little dribble from Moya. Brilliant release. And he slammed that past the goalkeeper. That's a Derby Day lead so far. So many good games to play today. Hopefully, still going to be near the top of the league after this one in these 3 points. Then Champions League, we're out of the Pokal, we don't have to focus on that. And the team that knocked us out are top of the league. Here goes Costa Coffee. He's hit it across the ground. But Leipzig, yeah, they knocked us out of the Pokal and they currently sit top of the table. So I want a feisty game against them. A lot of decent striking patterns as we need to get them together again today. Costa is running forward. Ball towards Kevin Schade. Pre-header. What a stop. And Derby Days usually aren't walkthroughs, are they? They're usually 1 or 2 goals. I will take the 1-0. I'd love to search for a second one, but I haven't felt threatened by Cologne. And straight through the middle, Okpala. If you got a debut goal, I want to see passion with the celebration, but we still can't get past their defence. Don't let them score now. There's Leopold Quellfeld. What a signing he has been. Jim O'Brien through the gap. Okpala dropping into the gap. He spreads it out wide into Malanga. He needs to try and get past his man. He doesn't. Losing the ball in a crucial position. And here they go. End of the game. Don't be a repeat of Bayern Munich. It's Shenton. He's pulled it across. It's in by Noslin. I don't believe it. A Derby Day draw. Ruben Amorim charge. And we have extremely bottled an important game. And here we go. After me saying I thought I was a special one in the last episode, questions over my managerial ability, drawing to the rival team. And I mean, did they see the rest of the results? 4-0, 2-1, 1-0. And even Dortmund's in that showing. Okay, I'll let the questions, or let there be questions around me just for now. But then I'm going to prove myself in the Champions League. A favourable draw. Club Brugge. I mean, Matt might be cocky of me again. I said in the last episode I thought I was a special manager, but now I've got to prove it. Leipzig are definitely not giving us a good run in. They still sit ahead of us. Bayern Munich have dropped off a little bit. A fully fledged fit team. With Kai Havertz, he signed at an 84. He's risen to an 87, even at his old age. And I think that proves as a manager I can improve old players as well as young. Look at the goal scoring shared around. The captain's been really loyal. Rocco rates the CDM. Wesley, for the price tag we paid, probably could contribute more. And the game in the middle of the Bruges ones, it's Leipzig. It might mean Simin. Champions League trophy is so illustrious, and I do think this is a good opportunity. But I just can't risk my main lads. Moya and Costa stay in. It could ramp up pressure in some people's minds, but we still get the result. Substitutions were made. Okpala misses a penalty. But Nathan Fernandez, Costa, and Okpala, they give us a lead. Going before Leipzig. Now what do we do here? The obvious choice is to attack, but we've still got some tired faces. And this man is key, so with him being a little bit more unfit, I might change his tactical style. I want the play going through him more, rather than him being a playmaker, roaming and conserving energy through being a classic 10. And plus, he's basically our only man we have in the middle. And it is snowing. Okay. We're the difference. Is that Ousmane Dembele? No wonder Leipzig are doing so well. We're away from home. Why is the ball white when we're in the snow? Should be yellow, but come on. Never eat yellow snow as well. That's a hint for any of you guys out there that didn't know about it. And like I said, this is the most vital game of the season for us. I think we actually drew before this. So a few more points dropped to the 3 points, and 0 for them is potentially more crucial than us getting all 3. We are the team in second place. Marc-Andre ter Stegen has that play style, passing the ball quick out from the back. We've really got to be rapid here away from home. And there's a rapid run from Moya, who is still tired. But he is being a playmaker now. Steps inside to Wesley! I didn't appreciate Safanov taking him down, but the 4th goal for our expensive man, celebrating with Weil Moya. What a move from us. 1-0 in this Bundesliga decider, which we are desperate to win this division and potentially move on to our next one elsewhere. And yes, I feel quite tactical. That move to actually change Moya to a playmaker, get him making that little run, I think it is to perfection, especially for a game like this. Kai Havertz across the line. Moya straight into Gio Reyna. Look at the gap here. We're attacking them little spaces. It's across the box. It's a brilliant save by Safanov. I don't understand why we left it in the middle. Moya, back heel. Kai Havertz. It's 2. We're having fun at the Red Bull Arena. Kai Havertz does his little jig. Fantastic flick, Moya. He might be on for a player of the year. Half time in our most crucial game of the lot, and I'm enjoying this. Guys, take note as well. There is a Ballon d'Or winner on the field, and his name isn't Moya, which is incredible. As there's a flick on again. Look at the gaps there, leaving, going forward. We should have scored easy. Should have took it a bit closer to Safanov. We can make changes. Moya not coming off just yet. Maybe soon. And I am desperate to score set pieces, so I'm trying something new. Querfeld is the man to jog out. Safanov can only punch. Rocco Wright. He's headed it in. And we weren't offside. It's a brilliant save. Rocco Wright's a brilliant tackle. Moya, Wesley. That's a good pass. Come on, for all these viewers on ESPN+, it's Kai Havertz across. Nathan Fernandez doesn't know what to do with it. A good shot. But there is another goal in this, and I would love it to be from a set piece. Gio Reyna rides the tackle. Gio Reyna comes outside of the box. Can we now hit the back post? Rocco Wright. It's going to be a free kick. Leipzig don't know what hit them. And here goes Aaron Zeitner. Just get this over the wall. He's going to curl it round, and that is another brilliant save. Safanov having a worldie, but still us in second. Yeah, we lost a game and drew a game, so it's joint on points, goal difference. It separates us. And I did not expect this. We took Wesley out the team. We took Moya out the team. We took Querfeld. 4-0. Schade, Reyna, Jordan, and Okpala. 4 different scorers. And now it's leveled up. We've got linked with the Leeds United job before. It's still Leeds United and Everton, who are, no offence Leeds, but more established in the Prem. But again, me and Thomas Muller getting on. I'm rejecting all moves until we go and win this league. Now more bids in for our backup men. None of them leave before the season's over. We are currently only in March. Marching on. Mine's next. And Atleti Madrid. Maybe we do play the second game right there. And with us not playing anyone in the top 4, just ahead of this game, I am going to save our played games till a bit later. And a 0-0 with Atleti. We're still keeping up with Leipzig, and I think I'm charmed. I think I'm going for it. Here we go. We're away from home as well, which I definitely didn't do. Simeone dark arts, if he's definitely still in charge. I don't know. He likes to move to Arsenal a lot in saves. Or saves that I have previously done. A fully fit team. I'm hoping for no injuries going into this Bundesliga run. Hopefully we're lucky enough to not pick them up. Diego 3 going backwards. Lenormand. We should be the team attacking here. We've gone 0-0 at our place, but you know what these are like. Atleti. Talbi signed. Arnau. I'm not recognising too many names. Bayena's good. And obviously Julian Alvarez not scoring in the first game. Big catch ter Stegen. Used to playing against this lot. And Moya, what a ball on. Gio Reyna. Let's win the Champions League, shall we? Getting ahead of myself, but Gio Reyna scores. Away from home, we break through Atleti lines. That is a huge goal. The legendary American on target right there. Just sliding it across the net. I don't think All Black's in goal anymore. Oh yes, he actually was, you know. We got a second glimpse on the replay. Weil Moya though. Is he the only person that wants to assist goals today? Let's attack them down this right-hand side. Wesley, he tries to get Kai Havertz first time. We hit the break in Spain. going potentially into a semi-final or quarter-final, I don't know, but Champions League latter rounds with Mönchengladbach. We picked them up off the deck of the Bundesliga. Now we're fighting for the title. We had a flat season at Stoke, which I continue to say, because I don't like that patch in my management. I wanted to kind of always be on the up, which we have technically been, but come on, it's a stain, we can't lie. We failed to get promoted. They're trying to put Lookman on and they're putting the goalkeeper under pressure. Don't be undone by a set piece. This is not Arsenal, Wesley. They're going around you. Good job he didn't put a tackle in, though. And Wesley against Barrios. Barrios trying to get around us. It's Alex Baena. It's Adderall Lookman, however you say that name really quickly. Look at the passing. Atleti, I didn't realise this. What am I doing? Jimmy boy, what's that? I mean, I don't know why it's twigging on to actually taking that man out. I wanted him to slide across, block any opportunity of a shot. It just goes, no, I'm going straight through the man. Brilliant. Thank you, game. It's my fault, really, though, isn't it? I shouldn't have slid at all. And Alvarez sends us wrong. I'm so disheartened, man. Alex Baena. They're going to come at us straight away from the goal. That's another nasty challenge. As long as it's not Jim O'Brien getting sent off. Baena cuts inside. He's not giving another one. That is never handball. Send him off then. He's on a yellow. You wouldn't dare, but it's a second penalty. Jake O'Brien, he turns his back. And a big chance for Julian Alvarez. I'm going to dummy the side he literally just went to. He wouldn't go there again, would he? No, he wouldn't. 2-1. Two penalties as well. Last 10 minutes. We knackered. They've took him off. Wild Boyer. I mean, our team might be deflated from this. And we can't be deflated because then we won't win the Bundesliga, which we need to do before moving clubs. It's not as worse as Tommy Tuchel's tactics, however, this second half. That's going in. Yep, killed the game off. Ryan Fofana. Brilliant chip. Brilliant goal. Athletic deserve it. We've just got to try and focus up back on the Bundesliga. And I feel so deflated, but we can't let ourselves be because it's Bayern Munich next. But I think there's only 18 teams. There is, and we sit top. I've simulated 2 games. I think it was Werder Bremen and Hoffenheim. This is a massive opportunity now to shock the world. I thought bad news was incoming after that kind of bottle in the Champions League, but it's good because everybody knows we're overachieving anyway. And we have 3 games left. Bayern Munich, Augsburg, Stuttgart. This sounds absolutely crazy. Absolutely nuts. Our game against Bayern Munich's at home. If we simulate that, we've still got a shot. What was the goal difference with Dortmund? Okay, they've got the better, but if we lose, we can still chase them. What games do they have left? They play Leipzig. Perfect opportunity to actually sim a game because one of them's not picking up the full points. And they're 3rd and 2nd. I'm going to ask for, obviously, the opinion of my assistant manager, Mr. Muller. What do we do against Bayern? Do we try harder in the last 2 games? I know they're a brilliant side, but I just think put it all into the last 2 games because Leipzig play Dortmund. And at this point, Muller says, back yourself. I know I'm an assistant here to help you, but you are more qualified than me now, boss. I know you've only been a manager for 5 years only, and I guess he's right. I've got to try and back myself. So I am going to put the first team out. We've got a week's rest between the games, so I don't have to rotate for any. And I am going to simulate Bayern Munich. Please, 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 no. Right, and that man who destroyed us first time round, Musiala brace. And now we've got 2 games left. We've got Leipzig back on top by 2 goals, but have they actually played Dortmund yet? Because if they have, I know this is pretty risky, I know, but we could sim again. And no, they've played Dortmund, they have beat them. But you know what? I back the lads, come on, get in! I knew they wouldn't let me down, so that's a huge risk of a simulation. Card Moya with a brace, and it's actually still in our hands. Have Leipzig drawn? We've both got 1 game left. With Bayern Munich and Dortmund out the way, this is an actual huge chance to win the league. Dortmund could still win it, but Leipzig, man, we beat them. They're not great. I know they have Dembele, Martin Fernandes, Llorente. Who is the top scorer? We can see it now. It is Dembele. Asen Ouedraogo, Nusa, Diamande, Banzuzi. Whilst we have the likes of a 32-year-old Kai Havertz. Or 31, so sorry, don't disrespect him. He's got 17 goals and 15 assists, by the way. 7.44 match overall in all 46 games. Kevin Schade with 17 goals, Reina with 9, Moya with 8. I'm doing a little bit of a roundup before this final game, which we could actually win the league in now, and we're getting hype from all over, even different leagues hyping us up. because we obviously are from that nation. Is that the Premier League trying to convince me? I mean, we didn't make it with Stoke. Maybe, well, if we do win the league, we'll have to go elsewhere. Which league do we go to? Comment below. I know I'm saying this very late in the video, but subscribe as well, as Leipzig have bottled a chance for a Pokal, which we didn't do last year. So Leipzig could be the ultimate bottle jobs. Bottling the league, bottling that. The Super Cup goes to City over Atalanta, who won the UCL, or made the final. Manchester City and Barcelona were the last two teams. And yeah, it was a quarter-final we made. We were so close to getting the semi against Manchester City. But it's down to this, isn't it? So finally, the last change I am making, no tactical changes. Moya stays as the classic 10 instead of playmaker. Bench is strong now with 3 strikers, because after his praise at the start of the episode, Kleinheist goes on to it. And if we're winning the game, he will take to the field. Oh, and it's away from home as well. So if we are going to lift the trophy, it is going to be away. And I think they just had the manager. Yes, that's the ex-Getafe one. And as a manager now, I've got to be careful attacking other people's, obviously, play styles. But I've heard he's a very defensive coach. We got to wise up to that. We got to beat it. So let's go. Chema Andres, Kaminski. I don't want to see any names I recognise. I just want to get this job done. Win the Bundesliga. Lift it with Kai Havertz and Schade. What a season both of them have had up front. Moya, a gem. That's a bad pass though. And Wesley gets it back. Cost a lot of money. But if we win the league, I don't think he can really be criticised. Win that header, just not in the right direction. And of course, the Spanish manager brings in Robert Sanchez. They do. Players or managers bring in players from the nation they're from, like we have done. Wesley, it's a cross again. Moya! And at the break, we won't be winning this league if Leipzig or Dortmund start winning. Is this where we make a tactical change? I just don't see it clicking. Do we send them both forward, Schade and Havertz? No. What I'm going to do is I am going to change him back to the playmaker, back to the role he played for the majority of the season, and go extreme. He's a Tommy Tuchel. He's inviting pressure. So let's go. Just get rid of that pressure for us and win this game, get the lead, hold on to it, win this title. Wesley, straight from kickoff. That's a ball towards Moya. He's let it run. It's in. Reina tumbling over the sidelines. The referee or the linesman flags for offside. Ter Stegen, get them old bones off the floor. We need to win this Bundesliga shield. Rocco writes. He's going to be lifting it if he pulls his finger out and actually gets going. Moya, that's a turn. You can see we're extreme. We've got Costa running forward, full of energy. A ball across. That's the wrong ball. But no defenders in the way of our extreme high line. And Kevin Schade is now outscoring Kai Havertz. It looks like that could be the title winner. Patience is a virtue. A cross across the box wasn't a good one. Reina does well to pull it back. And it's in from our forward man. At the vital time, Moya wins the ball back straight into Gio Reyna. Gio Reyna finds Kai Havertz. Look at the run there from Wesley. Look at the run through the middle of Kevin Schade. That should seal it. That's the second. He's onside. The Bundesliga could be Gladbach's. We've had to wait till the second half. Schade scores again. And it's assisted by the false 9 Kai Havertz. What a game. It's been a bit of a stroll in the park. Maybe we go extreme with our tactics wherever we go next year, because this has been brilliant. Wesley gets straight past the defender. Chabot looks tired. Wesley across Kai Havertz. Should have tried to chase Schade's record. And we don't get it. But we do get the title. I'm pretty sure no one looks really happy. But it's done. I don't know why we didn't get all the celebrations. We've won the league on the final day. Don't be the camera angle you're showing me. In fact, before we lift it, let's put it in the cabinet and seal it off as the first one of 5. In fact, we've conquered Germany. Pokal as well. Beckenbauer Super Cup. Rocco Wrights has lifted them all now. Black and white team, we've done it as well with, which scores brownie points. I'm wearing black and white. I support a team in black and white. And this has been the Bundesliga. Obviously, we don't have another job lined up, so we could be here longer, but we ultimately, going into Season 6, want to find a new club. I'm thinking, with how extreme we've gone with our tactics, Italy won't be used to it. Could it be an Italian club next? Could it be French? Could it be Spanish? I'm probably going to hold off the Premier League, but I'm not calling that option off.